please excuse the absolute mess of the desk. It's all sort of scuffed up at the moment. Oh dear me. Oh, I've just realised I didn't put my phone on silent. Oh, great. No, I don't want to stop streaming. Okay, well, we're just going to go with it and hope that my phone doesn't go off. So let's just get into here. So as always, my loves, if you are watching this back and you would like to keep up with the chat as we go, then just feel free to go to the video description, click on live chat, and yeah, all the chat and things will all come up. Hi Claire, hello my love, thank you for joining. How are you doing, sweetheart? Hi Madison. Oh, it's lovely to see you both. Thank you for joining. Oh, excuse me. I'm so sorry that I didn't come on and stream a little bit earlier. I took some pain meds to try and get on top of this toothache, but yeah, I ended up falling asleep. But I think because I had only had a little bit of sleep last night, I think I've had maybe 2 hours, if that. So yeah, I ended up falling asleep for a bit. Oh, nice, Claire. Do you know, I was sat working on my my Mythic World page last night. I was working on that off camera. Excuse me, for a little while last night. So we're getting there. We're making progress. Okay, let's just give these a bit of a sharpen. So yeah, I'm just going to continue working on this one tonight. That one's okay. I'm hoping I might be able to get. I think I'll definitely get this one done by the end of the month, but I'm not sure about the Mythic World book. But I did finish my first page in the first ever Karolina Kubikowska book that I purchased from you, Claire. I sat and finished that last night, which it didn't take me long because it didn't have an awful lot left to do on it, to be honest. So yeah, that one's done. Hi Courtney, thank you for joining. You started bracelet making. You bought some beads on Etsy. 8 packs of beads. Wow, that's really good. Great deal. The bracelet that I'm wearing is this is one that I bought Aaron. So yeah, I'm wearing that one, and I'm so excited. I managed to get my engagement ring on today. Excuse me. Because I've been wearing it on the if I just show you, I've been wearing it on my necklace. I have that's got some of Aaron's ashes in there. I've been putting my engagement ring on the chain for that. But yeah, I just wanted to try and see if I could get this ring on this morning. I can't get it on my engagement finger, but I can get it on my right hand. So yeah, I was really pleased about that. I really did, Claire. Yeah, I really did. Really enjoyed it. I'm already sort of eyeing up some other pages in that book as well, but I might do a page in Rising next, but I think, I don't know, that might be a September challenge, you know. I thought, okay, let's just try and get a few pages finished that, you know, I've been working on for this month. Let's try and get those finished instead of starting something new, because I've been desperate to start in the new R.J. Hampson book that I bought for myself, the Lost and Found book by R.J. Hampson. I've been really wanting to colour in that, but again, I thought, okay, I will just, you know, wait and try and get some of these other pages done first. And I do think that this might be the way for me to move forward, you know. And I've also been thinking that it'd be quite nice for me to finish some of my long-standing whips from Soulmates and Spirit Animals by Hannah Carlson. I think in my original copy of the book, I've got 10 pages in there that are whips. So I wouldn't mind finishing at least 2 of them, you know, like one of the sets. I think that would be quite nice. I'm really going to try and start knuckling down with these whips and get them done. Oh, I'm glad you're enjoying them, Courtney. Oh, Madison. Oh, bless your heart. Thank you so much. That is so lovely of you to offer. I would love that. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I was honestly, Claire, I was so happy. I think after the morning that I was having with Caden today, that was a little golden nugget in a pretty crappy morning, to be honest. But yeah, we had cleared the air and stuff, you know, before before we met up with my mum. So yeah, he's at my mum's for a few days now. I think he's coming home next Tuesday. So he's at his nana's for a few nights. And so this afternoon, when I got back from picking Emmy up from her birthday party, we put Disney Beauty and the Beast on and sat and watched that. Because yeah, she's never watched it, bless her. Hi, Jodie. Hi, sweetheart. Thank you for joining. How are you feeling, hon? Have you been resting today? I hope you have. I hope you've been taking it easy. I will, Courtney. Yeah, I will be doing a September plans video. I might even, I think I'm going to try and get a few videos recorded tomorrow. So that will probably be one of them. I have done the how many pumpkins tag. I recorded that the other day and I've edited and uploaded it. I've just got to add the links and, you know, sort out the description box and stuff and set the video to public, but I'll probably put that up tomorrow for you guys. Oh, Madison, that sounds gorgeous. Thank you so much. That's just, oh my gosh, so lovely of you to think of me. What an absolute lovely and kind thought. Thank you so much. Oh, nope, but I am now. Listen, Mrs., you're supposed to be taking it easy. Do I need to come up there and have a word with you? Oh, I'm glad you're resting now, though. Have you got Nala snuggled up with you? Hi, Sam. Hello, my love. Thank you for joining. Oh my gosh, guys, if you could have been like a fly on the wall in here about 5-10 minutes before I started live streaming, Emmy and I were listening to Uptown Funk by Bruno Mars on the ALEXA. I'm not gonna say it in case any of you guys have one and it sets her off, because I know how temperamental mine can be. So yeah, we were having a bit of a boogie, a bit of a sing song to that whilst I was getting sorted and set up. Hi, Geelan. Hello, my lovely. Thank you for joining. Oh, thank you so much, Madison. Bless your heart. Thank you. Hi, Sue. Hi, sweetheart. How are you doing, my lovely? Oh, thank you so much for joining. I'm all right. I've been battling a toothache for like 4 days. So, yeah, it's kind of driving me up the wall. But yeah, I'm not too bad. Not too bad at all. How have you been, Han? So the same as the other day when we were working on this, I'm using my Brute Funis square pencils, and I kept out the colours that we had used the other day, you know, the greens for these lily pads and the purples and stuff. So I've still got these colours pulled out. Oh, oh, bless her. So she's not a happy kitty. My boys were done. They were done the second week of this month. They were done the beginning of July, and then I missed it by about a week. But yeah, they were done the second week of this month because they have their flea treatment, and then 2 days later I do their worming drops. But I try and get them when they're asleep because neither one of them is great about it. But when I done their treatment the first week of July, they were great, both of them. You know, I got them both when they were asleep. But this time, oh my gosh, Arlo woke up when I was trying to, you know, just separate his fur a little bit, you know, at the base of his skull between his shoulder blades, so I could get the drops onto his actual skin. And yeah, he wasn't happy, so I ended up having to sort of like, it sounds really awful, I had to sort of like hold him between my knees so that I could get the drops done. Yeah, he avoided me like the plague for like a day and a half. So yeah, bless him. I haven't, Sue. No, I haven't. Okay, this is going to sound really, really awful, but I've never been a fan of the dentist anyway, but the last time I went, they I had to have a tooth removed, but they really hurt me, even though they had numbed my mouth. As they were trying to get the tooth out, this metal thing that I think they tighten it around the tooth, they had cut all the inside of like the side of my mouth. Just so, do you know, it's like you open your mouth, so you've got like those that bit either side, haven't you, where like your top lip and bottom lip sort of join. Yeah, they were so rough trying to get this tooth out that they had split all my mouth, and it was a really horrible experience, and I was so upset. And yeah, it's kind of put me off going. And then when I called the dentist the other day, they've taken me off their list because I haven't been for like 2.5, 3 years. I know, it's really, really bad. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to go to the emergency dentist. But I can't, obviously, because of like bank holiday and stuff. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do that now till Tuesday. So it's I think there's nothing worse than either a toothache or an earache. And yeah, this toothache has been really affecting my sleep as well, you know. Hi Robin, hello my love, thank you for joining. Yeah, exactly, Jodie, exactly. Yeah, they were saying, Claire, because I haven't been for like over 2.5 years. I think more like sort of approaching 3 years. They've removed me from their patient list, and I'm like, brilliant. I mean, I know the problem. This tooth I'm missing half a tooth, you know, so it's got a great big hole in it, and I've got this sorry, you can probably hear like a little one outside shouting. Yeah, so I've got this temporary like filling putty stuff that you can buy from Boots. I've got that, and I put that in my tooth the other day, thinking, right, the last time I had to sort of repair it, yeah, that really helped. No, it hasn't made a blind bit of difference, and I think it's at the point with this tooth where it's like it needs to come out, because it's been causing me bother for quite some time, but not to the extent where I've had like a toothache for 4 days. So, and because of the toothache as well, I'm sort of reluctant to eat anything because my mouth is sore. Oh yeah, it's a whole thing. Oh, bless her, Madison. Oh, but you've done the right thing by taking that cat to a vet and getting it seen, and so that they can help it. Was it not like microchipped or anything? Yeah, see, I'm terrible. I'd quite happily just like open our home up as like an animal sanctuary or rescue centre, I feel like I've missed out a colour on here for like the blending. yeah, I think it's fair to say that next month I do think I'm going to get the other book of these. So pretty. Hi Gina. Hi sweetheart. Thank you for joining. How are you doing, my love? Yeah, it sounds like it, doesn't it, Madison? Oh, bless her. I'd be like, do you want to come and be part of my family? Oh yeah, I'm terrible. I think from what I remember my mum telling me as well, like when she was younger, she used to like take in stray cats and stuff, but like back then, you know, my gran, bless her, she was working a couple of jobs to support and feed her and her children. My mum and her 3 brothers and sister. So my nan was working a few jobs, you know, working her backside off to support them all. So my mum had to try and hide this cat in their little like outhouse and take him like food and stuff. Yeah, my mum's very much an animal lover as well. Can't turn your puzzle tray, cats. Oh, bless him, Robin. It sounds like he's very comfy. That's adorable. Yeah, it was lovely this afternoon actually, because Emmy and I was sort of sat on my bed and we were watching Beauty and the Beast, and Link, he will only ever sleep on Emmy's bed. It's yeah, he hasn't slept on my bed for a long time. But because Emmy was sat in here watching a movie, Link came in and he jumped upon the bed and he laid right next to her. Yeah. Emmy is definitely his human. But it was lovely because Arlo then come up and laid on the bed, and yeah, both of the cats sprawled out on the bed. Emmy and I watching Beauty and the Beast. So yeah, it was like let's just go and, you know, take up Mummy's bed, and I don't mind. If the kids and cats are happy, then, you know, that's good enough for me. It's always finding lost dogs, isn't it? Oh, I bet she was so relieved that he found them, Jodie. Oh, see, I love happy endings like that. I tell you what, I've been obsessed with recently on Facebook. I'm not obsessed with Facebook, but on Facebook, there's videos of the Bondi Vet, and yeah, I've been watching all these Bondi Vet videos on Facebook on my phone. Some of the cases you see on there are so sad, but they're then obviously they're not all neglected. You know, a lot of these animals are people's pets, people's family members. You know, I hate to use the word pet. You know, I just think no, they're family members. They're family members that don't argue back. It's great. But yeah, and some of these animals, bless them, so poorly, but then you see them sort of come out, the other side, and like I said, I'm a sucker for a happy ending. Oh, bless her, Madison. Yeah, see, I think that's lovely. I think that's so nice. Gina, I'm using the 120 set of square Brute Funo pencils on this page, and I plan on taking my Amazon Basic pencils. I was sent the 72 set. I plan on taking those for a spin in a video soon. So, hi Nikki, hi sweetheart. Thank you for joining. You was watching Bondi Vet this morning on YouTube. Oh, I thought it was only on, like, the videos were only on Facebook. Oh, I'll have to I'll have to have a look. See, great minds, hun. Great minds. The one I was watching yesterday, this woman had her grandkids over and they were playing in her garden and stuff. And then they were like, what is that in this sort of, I don't know, this sort of filter box thing part of her pool in her back garden? Yeah, it was a diamond python. So yeah, that made me a bit like, ugh, Yeah, trying to rescue this diamond python from this swimming pool. But as I think it was Chris, the vet, as he was trying to sort of get this snake to move so he could sort of assess exactly how big it was. Yeah, it got out into the pool and he was trying to chase it around. Oh my gosh. But yeah. Oh, I'm sure she will, Madison. Yeah, I'm sure she will. I wonder if they have to keep hold of her, like they do in certain places where it's like if the cat is brought in with like no microchip or anything, you wait. I think you keep hold of the cat for like, is it 7 days, something like that, to see if like an owner comes forward, and if not, then they'll put it up for adoption. Can you tell Frankie he's not supposed to have the bag? Oh, see, if he doesn't listen to you, Claire, I've got no chance of him listening to me. You just look at me and be like, who are you? Mind your own business, lady. Oh, dear. You're glad you're in the UK. Yeah, me too. Oh, honestly, the size of that snake, and I was like, oh my gosh, because I think he said, wow, this snake must be like at least 3 meters. No, absolutely not. I would not be dealing with that. I wouldn't wish any harm on it, but no, not a chance. Hi, Deb. Hi, sweetheart. Thank you for joining. It's lovely to see you. How are you doing, my lovely? I hope you're doing all right. Treats work wonders. it's funny because it's kind of like that with my mum's dog Mia. She's a German Shepherd, and I think is she 11 or 12 now. But she's so stubborn when you let her out in the garden that you've kind of got to bribe her with treats to get her back in, even if it's pouring with rain. She'll just stand there and, like, you know, nose in the air, just sniffing, and it's like, he's serious. Yeah, little monkey she is. But she's wonderful. I think it's fair to say we'd all be lost without our fairy companions, wouldn't we? You know. I managed to get some of my meds, Nikki. Yeah, when, you know, they told me, oh, well, no, it's bank holiday, so, you know, the earliest we'll have it is next Tuesday, but highly likely, you know, more like the Wednesday. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And then I get a text the following morning saying, you've got a prescription ready. And I'm thinking, oh, hang on a minute. So, yeah, I went down to the pharmacy, and it wasn't my anti-inflammatories, unfortunately, but they did have my pain meds, and I'm so grateful, because right now it's those that I'm using to try and keep on top of my toothache. But I'll be honest, them on their own haven't been doing anything. So I bought some ibuprofen at the corner shop, and I've been taking my regular pain meds with some ibuprofen, and touch word, it's helping. It's helping, but I need to just get to this emergency dentist and say to them, just take the tooth out. Just take it out. But it worries me because of, obviously, you know, my dentist sort of cutting all my mouth the last time I had to have a tooth removed. Taking it day by day. Very true, Deb. Yeah, very true, my lovely. But I'm thinking of you. You know, I know August is a rough month for you as well, hon. But you know, if you need me, I'm here. Hi, Ashley. Hello, my love. Thank you for joining. Hi, Patty. Hello. Oh, thank you. I feel like there's always something wrong whenever I'm chatting with you guys. It's like, oh, my arthritis, and oh, this, that, the other. Not been sleeping, and yeah, this now it's like this toothache I've had for 4 days, and it's like, I would love to have just a day, 24 hours of no pain. I would, mind you, I'd probably be like, what's going on? What's wrong? Are we, you know, is the world coming to an end or something? I think a day that I have no pain, yeah, I just, you know, it's not going to happen. I have, Jodie, yeah, I swear by that stuff. It's the antiseptic, isn't it? It's antiseptic, but it's got like a little bit of local anaesthetic in it. Because I swore by that stuff when the kids were all teething when they were babies as well. It's great. And I've always got some here because when I'm stressed and run down, I get a lot of ulcers in my mouth. So I've always got Ambisol here. Yeah, it's the same, Jodie. I'd be like sort of patting myself and, like, you know, putting my fingers on my neck or my wrist for like a heartbeat, you know. It's like, no, something's going on. something's seriously wrong here if I'm not in pain, you know. And what we all like, eh? Honestly, if I had a magic wand and I could just take away everyone's pain, even if it was just for like a day, you know, I absolutely would in a heartbeat. Yeah, honestly, Geelan, I'll be honest, hun. I was debating not doing it, but I thought, I looked at the clock and I thought, okay, I've had a nap, because I had maybe 2 hours sleep last night, if that. So I was absolutely exhausted. And when I woke up, I was like, okay, it's just over the time that I'd be due to take some more pain meds anyway. So let's take some more, you know, give it 15 minutes, and take it from there, you know. But combining the ibuprofen with my pain meds is helping. It's helping. So hi Anna, hello my love. Oh, don't apologize, hun. Listen, I think, do you know what? You're not late. Yes, I might have already started the live stream, but if you've joined at a time that's like good for you, then you're not late. You're right on time. So honestly, and you know, no need to apologize at all. But yeah, like I said, I was working on the Mythic World page a bit last night. I'm really liking how that's coming along, but I'm not sure if that'll be done before the end of the month, because I think what's going to take me the longest is going to be the water and the sky. Because that is going to take some layers over like the watercolor base. So yeah. Yeah, could you imagine, Claire? That's the thing, because you can't see chronic pain, because it's not a visible illness, the same as, you know, mental health issues, you know, because it's not visible. People are like, you look fine, nothing wrong with you, you know. And it's like, oh, if only you knew. Let's just put you in my body even for like an hour, okay, and then, you know, then you tell me it's the pain's nothing, you know. Hi Shayna, hi sweetheart, thank you for joining. Did I say hi just now? I can't oh, can't remember. If I did, I'm sorry, I'm repeating myself. So many people streaming between here and Twitch. Yeah, I didn't want to stream too early today. I want to try and keep my Saturday streams to, like, you know, evening. But I mean, I guess, what time would it be there? Maybe lunchtime ish. Hi Verica, hello my lovely, thank you for joining. handling. Yeah, exactly, Jodie. Exactly. Yeah. It would be like that, you know, sometimes like with Aaron, there wouldn't always be like there wouldn't always be indicators that he was going to have a seizure, but I would say the majority of the time I could often tell if he was going to have a seizure. But he would be the same with me as well. If I was having a really bad pain day, even if I woke up, if I had like just woke up before I'd even said anything, he'd be like, right, you stay there, I'll make you a coffee, or, you know, I'll do school run, blah blah blah. Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't have to say anything. He would just look at me and know. The same as, you know, you with Steve, Claire, you know, they're not daft, are they? You know. Oh, bless you, Shayna. Back to work today. Did you have a nice day off yesterday? Was it yesterday or the day before? I can't remember. Yesterday, I think. Yeah, exactly, Jodie. I used to get so paranoid about like not wanting to stream at the same time as someone else because it would feel like I was stepping on toes, and I don't want that. But it just, you know, I quickly came to realize you just can't, you can't always work around other people, you know. I feel like I'm missing a pencil. Okay. But yeah, it's you know, like you said, hon, it just, you know, with live streams, it's like I'm just gonna have to try and fit them in around, you know, my life, my schedule, you know. Just do the best we can. That's all any of us can do anyway, isn't it? But yeah, I even now I still worry if it says like, oh, someone else is live streaming, and I think, oh, well, maybe I should wait. But sometimes it's like I can't always wait till later in the evening because I wouldn't have any natural daylight. So the lighting would be terrible because I won't have my softbox light set up until I'm in the master bedroom. So it's, yeah, you just do what you can when you can, you know. Oh, bless you, Verica. Is it a bad pain day for you today? You do, Jodie. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I never forget because, you know, even before we sort of, when we were just dating, like getting to know each other, you know, and and talking and stuff. And, you know, Aaron was honest and upfront right from the get-go, and he said about having epilepsy and osteoporosis and this, that, and the other. And it was never ever an issue, but oh my goodness, I will never forget the first time he had a seizure in front of me. I cried. I panicked, but then I was trying to remember like the do's and don'ts that he told me, because I remember like when he told me and I said, well, what do I do if you have a seizure? What am I supposed to do? And it was mostly just sort of like, don't really do anything, but just make sure that, you know, I'm not banging my head on something, you know, try and keep my head clear of any obstructions. But yeah, oh my gosh, I cried and I was like, oh my god, you know, in panic mode. But the more, you know, obviously you kind of become used to it, and then you just know what to do. It sort of became a second nature, really, but it's, yeah, that it's still scary to watch, you know. And you know, when it's someone you love, watching them have a seizure or anything, like any medical issues, it's, yeah, it's really scary. If we all waited for someone else to stray, most of us wouldn't. Yeah, exactly, Jodie. Yeah, exactly. I didn't want to put that darker colour there on her arm. Let me just try and... Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I think a lot of us, yeah, I think we need superhero capes. I really do. Because, you know, we go through a lot, dealing with a lot, but we get ourselves through each day. You know, and some days looks a lot different to others, but we do it. We do it. Oh, Deb, why? Honestly, hun, I do understand about, you know, not feeling like you can stream if someone else is on. I get it, because I used to be the same. But then, you know, like Jodie said just now, if no one streamed, because it's like, oh, well, so and so was streaming, so I better not, 'cause, you know, don't want to step on toes and things. The thing is, it's not that you would be streaming to step on anyone's toes, but it's just that it would be when it fits in with you and your life and when is best for you. And everyone's lives are different, everyone's routines are different. So the way I look at it is that, you know, and people have said the same thing to me, Deb, that if people are free and they want to watch you, they want to join your streams or whatever, they will. You know, it would be such a shame for you to give up your channel, all that time and effort and hard work you've put into your channel. You know, it'd be such a shame. But just, you know, just please know that regardless of whatever decision you make, you know, I'm here, and you know, you've got a lot of friends in this colouring community, you know. Oh, bless you, Verica. I'm sending lots of love and gentle hugs, sweetheart. And to anyone else who needs it, I'm, you know, you guys know I'm always here for you. And honestly, if ever anyone wants to chat or just needs a shoulder or just someone to listen, you know, just send me an email or message me on Instagram, whatever's easier for you. I'm, you know, I'm always here. Just please feel free to reach out. think sometimes we all need that, don't we? It's like this morning, I checked in with you, Jodie, this morning to see how you were doing. And then I ended up, because you were like, oh, how are you? And I was like, oh, I've had a nightmare morning with Caden and blah, blah, blah. And I felt so bad because I was like, here I am checking on you. And then I end up, you know, getting quite emotional and just, yeah, because it'd been a rough one with Caden. I hadn't had a day like that with him in a little while, so yeah. But I'll be honest, it probably didn't help that I was super tired, you know, and feeling like I've been punched in the side of the face, you know. So with this toothache, so I wasn't in the best of moods anyway. But yeah. So I do apologise for venting this morning, my lovely. Hi, Penny. Hello, my love. Thank you for joining. I feel like I'm missing chat. 2 seconds. Doing Yellow 365 Days of Creativity book. Lorna Scobie. That sounds really fun. Are you enjoying it? Oh, you're welcome, Penny. I'm glad it arrived. I'm so sorry it's late. Yeah, exactly, Jodie. YouTube's a massive place. Plenty of room for everyone. Oh, thank you, Verica. It's lovely to have you here. Yeah, I get it, Nikki. Other stuff kind of just seems to, like you've just said, it seems to make the pain so much worse, you know, or so much more, a lot more noticeable. No, not noticeable. What's the word? More profound? Is that the right word? But yeah, I get it. I get it, You've got to do what's right for you, Deb. Yeah, you've got to do what's right for you, my lovely. You know, but, you know, YouTube's a big platform, and, you know, if you feel you need to take a break, do what feels right, you know. But just know that your channel and all of us who, you know, who love and support you will be here for you to, like, will be here for you if or when, you know, you choose to return. You know, and if you decide that YouTube is just not for you, you've still got, you know, a ton of friends in this community, you know. But do what feels right for you, sweetheart, you know. But just know you've got, you know, you've got us all here. Yeah, that's it, Jodie. You know, you've just got to do what feels right, haven't you? And what works for you at the time. Oh, bless him, Penny. Where are you going? Shut your face. Thanks. Love you too. Oh. bless you, Anna. Yeah, sometimes a change of scenery, it makes a world of difference, doesn't it? Oh, hi, boys. Bless them. Your dad thinks my handwriting is beautiful. Oh, thank you. Oh. A garden in Egypt. Oh, take me with you. Oh my gosh. I would love to go to Egypt. Is this planning a holiday for next year? My handwriting is dreamy. Oh, thank you very much. It's just my writing, but it's funny because I've had like the kids' teachers at school before. If I've had to write them a note, like excusing them from PE or like filling in a permission slip for like, consent form for a trip or whatever. Yeah, I always get teachers say something about my writing. And it's like, it's just my writing, but thank you. Believe me, it can be awful at times if I'm just really trying to like just quickly scribble something down. Okay. Cute. Right, I'm just gonna have a drink. 2 seconds. The day trip to Luxor to see all the tombs. Oh my gosh. I've always been fascinated with ancient Egypt, Penny, like ever since we studied it at school, and that was long time ago. And Aaron was the same. He loved anything to do with the Greeks, the Romans, the Persians and Egyptians. That was like ancient history was his jam. He absolutely loved it. Because he used to listen to, what was it called? The Ancients. I think that's what the podcast was called, The Ancients. On was it Spotify? I can't remember, but yeah, he used to listen to these like history podcasts, and he'd be sort of settling down to go to sleep, and whilst listening to them, and then I'd be sat in bed like, excuse me, colouring or whatnot. And but you can't, excuse me, you can't help but like obviously listen, and I would get so fascinated and invested, and it got to the point like I'd really look forward to like whatever it was that we'd be listening to. Some of the stuff like the Romans and stuff, not really my cup of tea, but I still found a lot of it fascinating to listen to. And I've said to myself as well that I really want to go to the museum and art gallery in town. Tegan took Caden there. Oh my gosh. Maybe towards the start of the summer holidays, maybe. And yeah, he loved it. She did as well. And they have got, she sent me photographs. They've got a room with a great big woolly mammoth in there. I was like, Wow. That's amazing. Because the last time I went to the museum and art gallery here was when I was 17 and I just started art college. So that's like 24 years ago, you know. And I've made this poor little dude look like a panda. Yeah, so I haven't been there for many, many years, and it's had a big makeover now as well. I need to try and lighten this bit here by his nose. Oh, we can fix that later, that's fine. He's always getting me to show my I remember that. Oh my gosh. Gilin, you've always been fascinated with ancient Egypt. Yeah, me too. Absolutely love it. I have an aquarium. That's the largest in Africa. Oh my gosh, Penny, I cannot wait to see like your holiday photos and stuff. Oh, thank you so much for joining, Shayna. Thank you, sweetheart. It was a pleasure seeing you again. It's been really lovely seeing you pop up in the streams lately. It's lovely. Oh, have a great rest of your day, sweetheart. Take care. Think about me when you visit the pyramids. Yeah. Oh, could you imagine? Right. I'm just gonna close these curtains over a sec because it's getting dark, and I'll put the big the main bedroom light on. When my mum brings Caden back on Tuesday, she's going to help me swap over our bedrooms, so I will finally be in the master bedroom. So I'll have the oh, what do you call it, the softbox light. I'll have that next week. So yeah, I'm not too happy with this little dude's face. Where's that eraser? A sec. Gone a bit too dark there. Do you know what? I'll come back to him in a bit. Okay, so we've got our greens. We've got this purple. I'm going to have like a turquoisey blue for the water. These are going to be orange. I don't really want to pull in like too many colours. I mean, I guess we could pull in the orange from the fish onto this little guy. We could do that, couldn't we? Say hi to Mickey. Yeah, I know, right? I'm so jealous because Connor's going to Disneyland. Is it Disney World, Florida? I think he's got is it a week? He goes a week on Monday, I think. I'm so jealous. But I can't wait. I just said to him, that's fine. I will live vicariously through like your photos and stuff. So yeah, I would love, do you know like the different Minnie Mouse ears that you can get? You can get so many beautiful different ones. Oh my gosh, I might have to figure out if there's like a way I could like just make a pair. Do you know what I mean? Just to have them, like just hung up on my wall. Yeah, that would be lovely. Right, I'm just gonna put these these green pencils back because I know that I'm done with these now. So let's just put these back in here. Okay. I'm gonna keep the purples out because I might use those on this little guy's hat. This purple combo. So let's pull out. Do you know what? I'm not gonna do the orange at the moment. I'm gonna do these flowers. Let me see a sec. Oh, do you know, the lighting is really crap. I'm so sorry, guys. That's Artex, Castle Art. Is that the start of the Brute? Hang on, Brute Venus Square. Okay, so I want some nice, really pretty sort of pinky colours here. So should we do should I just stick to the squares or should I bring in some macarons as well? You've coloured this page, Dodie. Honestly, the book is so cute. I love it. Okay, I like that. So that's 110. Where's that? Oh, geez. Okay, 110. And then 016. Okay, and then so that's 6, and then maybe blend that into this one, Raspberry Rose in the macarons. So what's that? 0678. Okay, let's try that. Let's try. Yeah, honestly, I just think this book is gorgeous, and it really does remind me of Clara Markova. Oh, okay. You guys might be able to help me. I have a little bit of a, not a problem as such, but a bit of a, I don't know. So I have 3 Clara Markova books. I have Tenderful Enchantments, Tenderful Enchantments, Fairy Miracles, and Fairy Celebrations. I love all of them, but I prefer the look of Fairy Touch of Magic, and I don't really ever work in my Clara Markova books, and I'm debating whether to destash maybe 2 of the books. I really don't know, but because I don't colour them, and it's like, well, they could be bringing so much enjoyment to someone else. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know whether to like sort of sell them and then use the money to get Fairy Touch of Magic. But then, is that going to be a risk? Knowing that I don't really reach for Clara Markova books, you know? Purples look good. Yeah, I want to try and keep like a purple tone in here, Deb, because I've used I've got the other colours here that I've used for this little guy. I've used these sort of like dusky colours, you know, on him, and like these little flowers and stuff. I want to keep the page quite cohesive. He's learned the word jealousy. Bless him. Mini ears. Yep. Need to get some mini ears, Dad. You know, even if I never ever go, need some mini ears. But I might look at trying to like make a pair myself, and then do them so that they like match the color of my bedroom when I decorate it. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Jodie. It just seems a shame to have these gorgeous books. I mean, the fairy celebrations I absolutely love, but I feel like I've screwed up quite a few pages in that book, and I would love to get a do-over copy, but they're so pricey, and I can't justify it, you know. And every single time I go through my bookshelves and I destash, I'm always like, I'll take the Clara Markova books out and then I'll put them back on the shelf, and then I'll take them back out and then I put them back on the shelf, and I really have like an internal battle with it, you know. I think I might have put a bit too much of this dark colour on some of these petals. Two copies of two of them. Yeah, like I said, Claire, I absolutely love them, but I think what also intimidates me from colouring in them is because they're expensive and they're hard to get hold of. It's not as if you can just get hold of it on like Amazon or Etsy, because on Etsy they don't, you know, she doesn't ship those books to the UK. But I believe there's a lady on Facebook, I think she lives in Germany, and I think she you can sort of order the books through her and she will send them to you. You know, it's all above board and stuff, but yeah, I don't know, it's just a debate that I have. And I also keep thinking as well, like, because the books have got like, you know, some pages coloured or pages started, I think Fairy Celebrations has got the most done in it, but it's got a few whips in there. I think Tenderful Enchantments has one page done and maybe one started. I can't remember about Fairy Miracles. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Just wasn't sure, like, you know, what you guys would do. Find someone who would swap. Yeah, I could, Nikki, but because I know how much people love her books, and it's like, you know, it would be, I think, quite rare that you would find someone willing to part with her books. then here's me like, yeah, I don't colour in them. And there's really only, you know, like I said, I would like to get another copy of Fairy Celebrations. I love that. I love that book. And there's a few pages I've done that I look at now and I'm like, oh God, what were you doing? And they, even then when I coloured them, they didn't come out how I wanted. But yeah, I think out of those, I would just like to get the Fairy Touch of Magic, because it's more like a Halloweeny one, isn't it? Like a Halloweeny witchy one. And I think the artwork in that is stunning. I used to feel like that in the beginning, Claire. When I started my channel, I would like, you know, I believe me, I very quickly learned. But you see all these books on people's channels, and it's like, oh well, if they have them, then I need them too. Yeah, no. You know, just because other people might have certain books on their channels, you know, it doesn't mean you have to. And what other people like in terms of art style, other people may not, you know. But I do feel like as the years have gone on, I definitely know what I enjoy colouring and what I don't, you know. It's funny because I struggle with flowers. Like, I'm just, yeah, flowers are not my favourite thing to colour. Leaves, yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind colouring leaves. I actually quite enjoy it and find it relaxing. But flowers, not so much. But I think that's because I'm not very like experimental with trying to blend like two different colours on like petals and stuff. If it's like this and it's like tones of the same colour, then that's fine. But if I was trying to do like a pink into a yellow, no. I can't do it. I struggle. So I'm just going to catch up on chat. YouTube could teach me how to make mini ears. Yeah, I have no doubt, Jodie. No doubt at all. It would just be fun, you know. It would just be fun. You get yours through Fripoli, who works with Clara. I've never heard of that person, Claire. Yeah, you know, because this is just me, but I feel uncomfortable sort of putting prices on things as well. It makes me feel very awkward and very uncomfortable. I don't like giving people prices. So because of how uncomfortable it makes me feel, I'm like, oh, just donate, just give stuff away, you know. But I've got, I think, a bag and a half, and it's like the big reusable bags, you know. I've got like a bag and a half of those in the master bedroom of books that I've destashed. But that are some of them just seem a bit too nice to just take over to the hospital or the doctors. That makes me sound horrible. I don't mean it in like in a mean or nasty way, but I mean, to be honest, the hospital across the road from us and the doctor's surgery over the years, they've done really well out of me for like colouring books and supplies and stuff, and the primary school as well for that matter. I handed some Arteza acrylic paints that I just didn't get on with. I donated them to the school, the kids' primary school, and like some colouring books and stuff for like their after school club. You know, and that makes me feel nice. That makes me feel good, because it's like, oh, I can just imagine the kids like enjoying using that, you know. But yeah, some of the books, it's just I don't know. We really are, Claire. Yeah, definitely our own worst critics. I'm horrendous for it, but I am so much better with like not before. I can't even get my words out. Before, if I felt I had ruined a page, I'd be like, oh my gosh, well, I've messed up the whole book now, so I would replace a book, you know. But it's like, that's silly. I'm just not in a financial position to be able to do that. And also, it's one page. There's other pages in the book to colour, you know. I do still find it hard sometimes, but there's other times where it's like, I don't want a second copy of the book because I feel like I've necessarily messed up the first one, or that I want a do-over copy, but it's because I love the book so much that I would like a second copy, so that I can use mediums that I don't have to be so careful about in like one of the copies. So say if it was like a Hannah Carlson book, you know, I could use like alcohol markers on some of the pages in one copy, because I know I would have another copy. Do you know what I mean? To colour the pages where like the ink had bled through. Does that make sense? I'm really sorry, guys. You're going to hear my phone pinging because I forgot to put it on silent. Geelan, like you, I just sit to the artist. I really enjoy colouring. Yeah. Yeah, do you know what, Jodie? I absolutely love colouring people. I love it. Am I great at it? Absolutely not. But I enjoy it. You know? I enjoy it. But it's weird because I would much rather colour a face, like the skin on a face, than what I would like on an arm or a leg or any other part of the body. I just really enjoy shading faces. Oh, don't apologise, Penny. Oh, bless you. Did you have a seizure? Are you okay? Yeah, I know. That's very true, Jodie. I just, like I said, I just putting a price and asking people for like to pay for things makes me feel it just makes me feel bad, you know. But I've been really lucky recently. I mean, Claire, bless her heart, I bought 2 Karolina Kubakolska books from Claire, and oh, I'm so happy with them, you know. So again, like, Claire, thank you so much for the opportunity, hon. You know, and Claire's also sort of, you know, passed things on to me that you know, she doesn't use or whatnot. And I just think it's so nice to be able to do that with your friends, you know, with friends, with family. with me, it's, you know, often it's the kids. They do really well for books and supplies and stuff. Bless them. They both got a new colouring book each the other day, because Emmy had seen that I had received Tiny Cats by Coco Wyo, and she was looking through and she was like, oh mum, I love it, please can you get, you know, please can you get me a copy of this book? And she was going to use her pocket money to get it, and I was like, yeah, you know, yeah, I'll order you a copy. And Caden really liked the New Camellia Angel Cobra book, the space themed miniatures. And I thought, you know, I'm not using their pocket money. I'm not. I'm gonna. They've been great. So I got them both that book each. So I think Emmy and I are gonna sit and do a buddy colour in the Tiny Cats book tonight after the live stream. We'll probably, you know, I'll finish the stream and get freshened up, get our jammies on, and put a movie on and get our Tiny Cats books out. And grey colouring, but I like doing it, so that's what matters. Till we have a paddy about not liking a page. Oh yeah, I've had plenty of those, Jodie. Plenty of those. I think a pretty epic one was the cuckoo clock for me in the Joanna's Christmas book. Yeah, my favourite page in the book, and it was going really well, and I was loving the page right up until the background. Put the, you know, distress ink, and that was fine, and then I decided to flick gold ink over it. Oh my gosh. Yeah, and I did get another copy of the book because that really upset me. I was so annoyed. Oh, thank you. Honestly, Claire, thank you so much. Like I said to you the other day, just to say thank you, it just doesn't seem enough, you know. But no, honestly, thank you so much. I've been using the stickers that you put in with like the first package, like the owl and cat stickers. I've been using those. So cute. I don't know, I've got a real soft spot for stickers. Oh, bless you, Penny. Are you all right? Did you hurt yourself? Oh, bless your heart. I really wish we lived closer so that I could just come and help, you know. Or like, you know, go out and buy you your favourite coffee. Go out and get you a posh coffee. Bring it round. And be like, ta-da! And got your favourite coffee to cheer you up. Bless you. I used to do that for Aaron sometimes as well. If he had like a really rough time with seizures, sometimes it would like really get him down, because there was occasions, it wasn't all the time, but there was numerous times, too many to count, where he could have 7-8 seizures a day, and then it would just make him completely exhausted, so wiped out, and then he'd be in bed for like 2 days resting, you know, because of just how much it took out of him. But sometimes he would get quite emotional and be like, it just really gets me down, I've had enough, and and it just destroyed me seeing him so upset. So I would always buy him like a little something. If, you know, obviously if we were financially able to, I'd get him, you know, like buy him a book or order him an audiobook on Amazon, on Audible, or like just silly little things, you know. I'd get him like a new little crystal for his collection, or just anything sometimes, just to try and cheer him up, you know. It could be as simple as, like, you know, his favorite bag of sweets. And he'd be like, what did you do that for? And I was like, well, it's, you know, just a little something to cheer you up, you know. And yeah, bless him. I hate thinking of any of my friends or family being poorly and just struggling with seizures, illnesses, chronic pain. You know, I just wish I could help all of you. I really do. And if I could, I would. Yeah. Yeah, I completely get it, Jodie, because, you know, he would say that quite often, you know, you don't need this, you and the kids deserve better, and blah blah blah. And it's like, no, your family, do you know what I mean? Your family, and wouldn't change it for the world. It just breaks my heart seeing you in pain, and, you know, of course it would. None of us want to see our loved ones suffering or struggling like that, do we? You know. And like I said, you know, if we could take that pain away in a heartbeat, absolutely would. Absolutely would. Okay, so quite a while ago, I picked up a pack of 10 of these zebra doodler gel pens in Hobbycraft, and I don't use them. But I'm just thinking it would be quite nice to make use of them, and maybe on this page, on like these side bits of the petals here, I think I'm going to go for the purple. Oh, bless you, Jodie. Are you all right? Are you okay? Oh my gosh. I need to be getting myself, like, you know, like a rail card or something. Come up and, you know, come up and help look after you all. What I might do is just put this colour on the petals here that aren't going to be near where I'm going to put water. I don't want to have supplies that are like sat not doing anything. And like I said, I've never used these. So the other day when I was just tidying up my desk a bit, I thought, right, I'm going to take these out of the plastic packet that they came in, take them out of the little drawer, and just put them in a pot on my desk so that I can literally just, they're right there. I can reach for them. So we'll just keep that out at the moment. Yeah, I'm really liking these pinky purple colours with the green. So pretty. Oh, you guys are just, you're all so lovely. I you know, not to sound like cheesy or anything, but I really do love the little community that we've got here. And just honestly, thank you so much, all of you, for just being you, and you know, making it, you know, making a difference to not just my life, but clearly to each other's lives. You know, I'll always be grateful for the colouring community, for the friendships that I've made. I wouldn't change it for the world. You know, I know there's been a few times over the years where I've come pretty close to just throwing in the towel with YouTube, you know, but I would never not want to be a part of the colouring community, you know, because I don't have a social life. I don't have, like, people, like, oh my gosh, like real life friends that live here near me, where it's like, oh, we'll go for coffee and da 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 da. I don't have that. You know, yeah, I speak to a couple of the mums at the school, you know, and they're really, really lovely, lovely ladies. But as far as like close friendships, that's all you guys, my friendships online, you know, and I'll always be grateful. So I just, you know, thank you so much, everyone, for just being you, and, you know, not just helping me, but for being there for each other as well. Just to sort of read the comments as like we're all talking and checking on each other, and it's like, oh, just restores your faith in humanity, doesn't it? Buy new stationery. Honestly, Claire, sorry, not Claire, Penny, the other day I went in the works to grab some tracing paper for Tegan, because that was the one thing left on her list of stationery that, and you know, things for school that she needed. I'd got her pens, her highlighters, all of her revision guides. I'd got all that, her notebooks and stuff. But she needed some tracing paper, and I went in the works, and they had all their like Sharpies and zebra, you know, like biros and stuff. And I was just like, oh, it's like a kid in a sweet shop. Yeah. Yeah, I completely get it, Jodie. I really do. Yeah, I really do, hun. Hi, Connie. Hello, my love. Thank you for joining. Oh, bless you, Nikki. I get it. I get it, sweetheart. I really do. And you know that you've got, you know, a fantastic group of friends here, you know, but please, if ever you know, you want to chat or anything, like I said earlier, and it's an open offer to all of you. If ever anyone just wants to chat, you know, just wants to feel you got some company, just someone to talk to, anything at all, just drop me an email or a message or something. Hi, Heather. Hello, sweetheart. Oh no, please don't apologise. No need to apologise at all, hun. Real life comes first, darling. I'm all right. I just toothache is driving me bloody nuts. It really is, but I'm all right. I'm okay. It really is, Jodie. Yeah, I was having a look, because like I said, I only went in for like a couple pads of tracing paper. I ended up grabbing one for myself as well because I've found that on a few pages that I've done, especially where it's pencil work, some of the pencil has sort of like transferred onto like the opposite page. So I just want to put some paper to sort of protect those pages. So yeah, I grabbed a couple pads of tracing paper. I think I grabbed, did I grab 2 or 3? I can't remember, but yeah, I got one for myself, and then I think it was 2. I was going to get Tegan 2 and I didn't. I thought, well, I'll get her 1, and if she needs any more, then I can get her another one. So yeah, I picked up 2 pads of tracing paper, but I was like, oh, they've got all their like Christmas little embellishments for card making and stickers and all this stuff, and I just, yeah. But then I was like, oh, look at the time, I can't really stay in here long and have a look, which was probably a good thing. But yeah, you show me some pretty stationery and I'm just like, oh. Yeah, I get it, Claire. It's I think if you're already a creative person anyway, and then something so sad and heartbreaking like that happens, it almost becomes like a comfort blanket, you know. I've always been a very creative person anyway, and I get that from my mum. My mum was always really artistic and creative. But I couldn't imagine not having this in my life. I couldn't, and not just for the colouring, but again, going back to what we were saying just now with like all the friendships and stuff. Yeah, I couldn't imagine not having that, Oh, love and hugs to you as well, Nikki, sweetheart. Hi, green-eyed Mimi, welcome. Oh, thank you so much. That's really lovely. Thank you. Yeah, I didn't get to have a proper look, Penny, but oh my gosh. I've got to go in town next week anyway, just to get the last few bits for the kids for school. My mum, bless her heart, when I dropped Demi off at her friend's birthday party this morning, and then I took Caden into town to obviously, so we could meet my mum because he's staying at mum's for a few nights. And we went in Sports Direct, and she said, right, while we're in here, let's have a look for some PE shorts for the kids for school. And I said, look, it's fine. I'm going to bring them in next week and get the last bits of their uniforms and stuff and whatnot. And she went, no, come on, we'll have a look. I'll get their PE shorts for them, which I just thought was so kind of her. So yeah, we did. It was absolute bargain. They had, I think is it Sondico or Sonico? I don't know. Anyway, these shorts, great for the kids for PE. Emmy originally wanted like cycling shorts, but they were like 2 pairs for £8, and it was like perfect. And they only need 1 pair each because when they take their PE kits into school, they keep them in there. They keep them on their pegs, and then you bring them home. Is it every term or every half term? They come home with their PE kits, so they just need the 1 pair of shorts. So I thought, okay, great. So We got a pair for Caden and a pair for Emmy. And then my mum was like, right, have a look for some shoes for him as well. But Caden doesn't wear school shoes. He wears black trainers. We can do black and white at a push, but yeah, black trainers. And I said to her mum, like, I'm going to do that next week. And she's like, no, come on, let me get them for him to help. So yeah, we got Caden's school trainers sorted. So now all I've got left to do is get his school trousers, because that has been an absolute nightmare. So Caden's school trousers, Caden and Emmy a PE shirt each. Mum said she's going to pay for Emmy's school shoes or trainers, like she did with Caden's today. And then I need to order their backpacks, and then they're all good. But their backpacks are from Amazon. They've chosen a really nice Hype backpack each. So, but I've got all the rest of their uniform. It's just got to be labelled. Ugh, the joys. Yeah, it is, Anna. I agree. It really is therapy. Black trainers. Yeah. I mean, when was it? I think it was last school year. So like last September, I think it was. Emmy was like, I don't want trainers, Mum. I'd really like school shoes. And I was like, right, okay, fine. Well, let's go get you measured properly. So I took her into Clark's. And then I ended up buying her a pair of school shoes in Clark's. 47 quid for a pair of school shoes. And she had grown out of them in a couple months. So I know it sounds awful, and I'm not, it makes me sound tight, but I've got to do the best I can, so I think we are going to have to resort back to her having trainers, and the thing is as well, that both of the kids have said when they wear like trainers to school, it's a lot more comfortable than shoes. And I figure if you're going to be wearing something on your feet for like 6.5 hours, 7 hours, you want to be comfortable, but yeah, I'll just have a look for like a really nice pair of trainers for her. Oh no. Oh my gosh. Jodie, I bet she was fuming. Oh my god. Is that like this summer holidays now that's happened? They do. I mean, the trainers that we got Caden today, they're a size 5. I'm only a 4, My shoe size is a 4, but I wear a 5 because of my arthritis in my feet. So some of my toes are sort of like, the joints are like this, So I get the size bigger to allow that extra room to accommodate my like disfigured toe joints and stuff. And swelling and whatnot. But yeah, he's not even 10 and he's got size 5 feet. I said to him, it's going to be like, your feet are going to be like, or your trainers, sorry, they're going to be like canoes by the time you're like 12, 13. I can't keep up with them. Honestly, these kids just need to stop growing so quick. I would have been like, well, I can see her point, but she didn't make that puppy chew those shoes. You know? I'd be like, what have you done? No. Oh my gosh. Blimey. Yeah, the ones I got, we got Caden today, Nikki, were in Sport Direct, their PE shorts and Caden's trainers. I think they're is it Caramore? I think the brand of them. But they were such a bargain. They are like weatherproof and really sort of heavy duty soles, and they're just really, really nice. They look really smart on him, and they were 19 quid. So it was like perfect. Do you know, Penny, I was thinking that earlier. I was like, I don't think I'm going to want to do him green because of he's on the leaves. So I might do him orange like the fish, or maybe a blue, like a, is it a poison dart frog, poison tree frog? Are they blue with like the black spots? Yeah, I don't know. So I can't decide on her either. I'm wondering whether to maybe do her like turquoise, and she might, I don't know, she might blend into the green. I'm really not sure. It's going to start getting confusing in a bit. So glad he's finished at school. Oh, bless you, Connie. What's he studying at college? Yeah. See, I'm pretty lucky, Nikki. My kids are the same. It doesn't have to be like a brand or anything like that, so long as it's comfortable. But I can imagine that will change when they get older. Oh, no, I haven't spoken to Jane today either. Bless her. Migraines are awful, aren't they? But then I imagine that's, you know, probably from her being like stressed and run down, isn't it? Oh. Oh, you've messaged her, Claire. Oh, I was going to earlier, and then sort of time got away with me. And then when I got back from being, you know, like dropping Caden off and picking Emmy up at the party and stuff, like I said, we watched Beauty and the Beast, and then I fell asleep. So. How are you guys all doing for time? Because we're like approaching 2 hours. We're on like an hour 54. And I'm just wondering whether I should start these fish or not. Yeah, that makes sense, Claire. Bless her. Yeah, I just wish I could, you know, just give her a big hug. Okay, right, let's pick some orange colours. Okay, so let's do 109. One, oh, 109 004 050, and maybe I think that's the only yellows, isn't it? Oh 50, and then 002. I'll try those. Okay, let's just give these a yeah, exactly, Jodie. It just means a lot, doesn't it? Someone just checking in and saying, you know, that you don't need to reply, but you know, if you need me, I'm here. It's really comforting. Yeah, exactly, Claire. Bless your heart. I'm all right to keep going for a minute, Nikki. What time are we on? It's like just gone 8:30. Yeah, I'm fine for time, sweetheart. Yeah, I get it, Jodie. Yeah, I completely get it. And you guys are looking at my ceiling. Lucky you. Yeah, that's exactly, Penny. Sometimes, you know, you've just hit the nail on the head. It's not that you don't want to reply, but you just can't, you know. Sometimes you know, I'll read a message and I think, right, I'll reply in a minute, but then I get distracted with other stuff, and then I feel really guilty when it's like, you know, an hour later, maybe a couple of hours later, where I'm like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, it's taking me a while to reply, you know, because I think it makes me look like I'm being rude if I've read a message, so it's showing that I've read it, but I haven't replied straight away, you know. Right. You know, even if we just get, I don't know, there's not really, I reckon I could probably get this done over the weekend, this page. And then the main one that I'll be working on, I guess, until the end of the month then, will be the Mythic World page. I do think I'd quite like to pull out just a simple book though, where it's like I can just alcohol marker and gel pen, just as a bit of a palette cleanser from the pencil pages, you know. Yeah, exactly, Claire. Yeah, you're an absolute sweetheart, bless you. Yeah, I've done that before, Jodie. You know, when I've like gone to sort of check messages or whatever, and I'm looking through and I'm like, oh my god, like I didn't even press send. I replied but didn't press the send button, you know. Yeah, have brain farts often. It's a regular occurrence. Oh dear. It happens to the best of us, doesn't it? I'll be honest, I was a little bit nervous about colouring these fish because obviously we've got quite a lot of detail here, and then these are sort of just seem kind of big open spaces compared to the rest of the elements on the page. But I'm hoping, you know, by the time we've got our 4 colours blended in, and I'll put like some glitter gel pen and stuff on, hopefully, you know, it'll be fine. Oh, bless you, Jodie. Yeah, I get like that often, Claire, but I've found that if I've forced myself to do that, then I have sort of kind of put myself in a bit of a colouring slump before by putting too much pressure on myself. I don't know if any of you have done that. And it's like with certain books as well, it's like no, that it has to be shaded, it has to be this, has to be that. I can't just straight colour and leave it, you know, because it doesn't feel complete, and it doesn't give me the, what's the word, it's not that I don't get the gratification from the page, you know. But I'm really loving at the moment just taking my time on pages, spending longer on them, you know, blending with pencils and taking the time. You know, if my pain is really bad with my arthritis, sometimes I can't physically do that. And that's how I've ended up with quite a lot of whips as well. Or also if like I've had a vision for a page and it's not looking how I plan, how I can envisage it. Is that the envisage? You know what I mean? How I can imagine it. That's better. How I can imagine it. I get disheartened, and then I'll sort of think, right, okay, well, I'll just put it aside. Yeah. And then again, end up with loads of whips. Hi, Lou. Hello, my love. Thank you for joining. How are you doing, sweetheart? You all right? Oh my gosh, Jodie, yeah, could you imagine? Oh, just colour as if like you just don't have a care in the world, you know. I used to, I don't do it now. I don't do it now, but I used to be awful at like comparing my pages to other people's. I'd be like, Yeah, but their page looks amazing. I can't post mine. Mine's nothing like that, you know. Mine isn't a work of art like that. I can't do all that shading and da 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 da, you know. And yeah, I used to really give myself a hard time. But now it's like, no, come on. If everyone coloured the same, if everyone coloured exactly the same style, with the same mediums, da da da, it would be so bloody boring when you sat looking through, you know, your Facebook colouring groups or Instagram, because everyone's pages would look the same. And to me, what makes a page beautiful is the fact that no two pages are going to be identical, even if you followed, like, for example, a Chris Cheng tutorial or something, you know. Yes, you're following a tutorial, you're using the same colors, the same techniques and blah blah blah, but you may have a couple different pencil strokes or something. Do you know what I mean? So it's still unique to you. And for me, that's what makes a page beautiful, is because no two pages are the same, and because the page is colored by, and you know what you're feeling when you colored that page. Sometimes you color a page for a reason, or sometimes you're feeling a certain way when you're coloring a page. And again, that to me makes a page really beautiful, because it's individual to the person who colored it, you know. And I find it fascinating looking at everyone's work. I really do. I don't know about you guys, but sometimes you can like tell who's coloured pages as well before you even see their name, their handle, or their profile name or whatnot, because, you know, some people just have a certain style and you can look at it and be like, oh, that looks like it was coloured by, you know, like colouring with K, or, you know, that looks like it was coloured, excuse me, that looks like it was coloured by Jodie, or, you know. And again, I think that's just testament to how everyone colours. And that, you know, no two pages are going to be the same. Oh, I'm glad you're good, Lou. I'm not too bad, thank you. Not too bad. Just trying to keep a toothache at bay at the moment, but I'm alright. I also just want to say as well, like, how much I've been really enjoying getting back to live streaming. You know, this last couple months. I don't think it's been too long, has it? I don't know, I can't remember, but yeah, these last few months I've really been enjoying it. You know, I look forward to it because I get to speak to you all in real time. So you find you can identify some colours. Yeah. Throw a grown-up page in there from time to time to keep everyone on their toes. Yeah, I get it, Claire. Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? Because I think as well, it's just nice to have that encouragement, you know. you know, and like you said, if you're new to colouring or new to a certain group or community, it's so lovely to be like, oh, your page is gorgeous, love your colour palette, or you know, just a hi and a welcome to the group, you know, as well. And the thing is as well, is like, you know, a lot of the times we don't know what people are going through. You know, they may seem absolutely fine on the surface, but you know, we don't know. We don't know everyone's backstory. We don't know everyone's history. And so what's not to say that having someone say to you, welcome to the group, or thank you so much for sharing your page, it's beautiful, how much that one comment could really mean to somebody, you know. Kind words just it costs nothing, does it? Yeah, me too, Nikki. It's really nice. It's like you're sort of just sat with a group of friends, you know. It's lovely. Hi Dana, hello sweetheart. How are you, my love? Thank you so much for joining. Yeah, I'm really enjoying this page. It's very cute. Very cute. I'm trying to decide whether I want to because I do think I'm going to try some Albrecht for the water, even if it's just as like a base to work on top. But I'm debating whether to put some washi tape to sort of just do like a little square frame, so I don't have all of this, you know. So I'm just sort of confining it. I think that would look quite cute, but I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, that's happened with me numerous times, Connie. I get it. You think, oh, just go for something very soft and subtle and light. Yeah. But then, you know, I don't know if you're anything like me, and it's like, well, you want to like deepen up some shadows and try and like, you know, layer a little bit to blend your colours and and then, like you said before, you know, it's a really bright picture. But I've been mindful recently of trying to kind of do like limited colour palettes, and I've really been enjoying it. I don't know if any of you guys have the color cubes by Sarah Renee Clark. What do you think? What do you think? I think it's a great idea. But and please don't think this is like knocking anyone. This is not my intention at all. But it's like, so you're paying for however many 100 color combos, and I think it's great to have them in these really beautiful little boxes, all organized at your fingertips and stuff. But is that not something you could just like find online, you know, just look on Pinterest, or just if you want to maybe like get inspiration from like a landscape scene or something, you know, go on to Pinterest or Pixabay, even have a look through like your own like camera rolls on your phone or your computer or something, you know. Do you guys think, you know, the color cubes like a good investment, or are you happy to just sort of look online for inspiration for a colour palette? Quite expensive. Yeah, that's what I thought, Nikki. Because it's like, because I've been trying to do limited palettes lately, and I'm thinking, I think they would be a great tool, but is it really necessary? You know, and I'm kind of like, not really, when I could get inspiration for colour palettes from other stuff, you know. Again, I'm not knocking them. I'm really not. I think Sarah Renee Clark is fantastic. I think she's really lovely. I don't I don't know. You know, I just didn't know if you guys are happy to just use images online or from your camera roll, or, you know, a colour palette from, like, I don't know, a food packaging or something as like inspiration for a page, you know. Yeah, I think I'm the same, Galen. I really do. But yeah, that's exactly like my thought, guys, is that they're great, and I have no doubt at all that they would help lots of people. And yeah, it would be great to have them in your repertoire, but they just seem a bit expensive for what they are. You know, let's just be honest. You know, I just think there's so much that you could take inspiration from for a colour palette. I mean, you know, I'm sat here now and I'm thinking, and I'm like, well, you could take it like inspiration from like the front cover of a children's reading book, like a Roald Dahl book or anything, or, you know, a Disney character, or a you know, use the color palette from like a movie poster of like one of your favorite movies, something like that. It really does sound like I'm bashing these color cubes, but I'm not. That isn't my intention at all. It's really not. I've done these scale things here in the wrong place. Oh shh. Well, okay, it is what it is. That's fine. Yeah, I agree, Jodie. I agree. I mean, for me, no, they're not within my budget at all. Yes, I would use them, but I'm more than happy to just get color inspiration from different things, you know. I would worry that, and this is being completely honest, if I had the color cubes, that they would just sit and make the shelf look pretty, you know. Yeah, I'd use them, but I couldn't justify it. I think it's like, is it pushing £100 for them? Why do I feel like it's around that sort of benchmark? Yeah, I don't always look for color palettes, but just recently, I'm trying to do limited palettes. like, so earlier we were talking about like ancient Egypt and stuff. So you could like maybe Google like images from ancient Egypt and then find a picture that's got maybe like, you know, 4 or 5 prominent colours on it, and then use that, you know. All these online tools that you can use. Hi Dawn, hello my lovely. Thank you for joining. Dana, I picked this one up from Amazon UK, sweetheart. I'm not sure if they're available on Etsy. To be honest, hun, I've not looked. But the other day when I was working in this book on live stream, I had a look for the links to purchase this book on Amazon UK, US, and Canada. It's available on the UK and Canada, but it wasn't available on US. So I'm not sure if that helps, but yeah, I don't. That is bothering me there a little bit, but oh well. Oh well. Yes, I don't even have a fluorescent yellow moonlight pen. I'll just plug my phone battery in a second. No, I didn't either, Jodie. I didn't either. I know they've obviously been very popular with a lot of people, and I get it. I couldn't. I don't know. I just couldn't justify it. I don't think. I'm really not happy with how this is. Claire, on the fish. So do you know like where you've got the scales? So instead of doing like, so you've got the 2 scales like that, and then you've got the one that comes over and sort of like, do you know what I mean? Like meets the 2. I didn't do that here where I was trying to do this dark orange line here. I've sort of done that on each scale. It looks a bit weird. So I'm gonna I was gonna go in with a Pentel hybrid dual metallic, but I want to try and do something with my white Posca here just to try and distract from that a little bit. I need a envelope or something. That would do. Let's see. I don't want to. Oh my gosh. I wonder if I just like maybe do that. A couple little dots that might just distract from my whoops. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if I like that either, but it is what it is, and we're gonna just go with it. Let's just put a few little specks on him. Oh, thank you, Jodie. Thank you, sweetheart. Yeah, such a cute book. Like I said, I do think when the kids are back at school, I think I'm going to get the other one. It really does sort of remind me a bit of like a cross between like Clara Markova artwork and also the Flower Fairies. So it gives me that kind of like vintage Flower Fairies vibe a little bit. Oh, thank you so much, Sue. Thank you. I'm really enjoying it. Not thrilled with the fish, but I can live with it. You know, I can live with it. It's not. I think it's I think it's about £10 for the book, but the paper is lovely. The paper's really nice. Yes, they're kind of double-sided if you include these little bits on, you know, on the other side, but you get, you know, you get a lot to colour in here, and it's going to keep you busy because they're pretty detailed, you know. I've got Posca everywhere, look, making a right mess. Oh really? No, maybe I'll watch a flip through then, find a flip through of the second book. But they're so beautiful, and I'm honestly like really enjoying colouring in this. I'm really enjoying it. So I wish I didn't do those lines up there. But £9.83. Yeah, I don't think that's bad at all. I really don't. Okay, so we're pretty much at like nearly 2.5 hours. So I think I'm gonna call it a stream. I don't want to push my luck for 3 hours because I think that's just going to be, you know, a bit too much, I think, for people. Oh, really, Claire? That would be amazing. Yes, please. Yeah, I absolutely love it. I really do. They're just so cute. There was no, I don't think it was that one. There was a page in here I saw the other day, and I was like, oh, okay, that's going to be my next page. I'm like planning out the next page. I've not even finished this one yet. But yeah, so cute. Where is it? I can't think of it, but I'll know it when I see it. Do you know what I mean? That one. That one where he's like bust the he's ripped the butt of his shorts and she's sewing it up. Got a little cutie here with a little dummy in his mouth, and you've got a gorgeous bird. And yeah, love this page. I love all of them, but and look at this on the opposite. Look, oh, look at that. This is so adorable. Oh, thank you so much for joining, Dawn. Take care. But yeah, I think I'm going to call it a stream for now. I'm not sure if I will work on this again on camera. Yeah, I don't know. I think this will probably be done. I'm going to work on it a bit more in a bit, to be honest. I'll work a bit more on this tonight and hopefully tomorrow as well. But I'll show you the progress that I made with the Mythic World page quickly. So this is where I am with the Mythic World page by Kirby. I managed to find the colours, Penny, for his skin. I found the 2 live streams that I was working on this page, and it was the second live stream. At the beginning of the video, I had a notebook or something out and I could see the colours that I had written down. So I've made a note of them here. So I can just like keep this, you know, out while I'm using the book. So yeah, I worked on his arms a bit. I redone this one. And then I used a black acrylic paint pen to do the leaves down here. These little like round leaves. So it's getting there. But yeah, I think this will be the one that I focus on after this page. But yeah, there we go. Oh my word. Hi Jamie. Hi sweetheart. Thank you for joining. I'm literally just finishing, hon. But I will message you in a bit and see how you're doing. No, honestly, Penny, I think you got one of the colours right. You got one of the colours right, but because I'd only tried it on like the inside of like one of the arms, you couldn't really tell. So no, honestly, sweetheart, it's absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. Oh, thank you so much, everyone, for joining. I really do appreciate it. Again, I know that this was a longer live stream tonight, so I really appreciate your patience. But yeah, I will work on this one a bit more tonight. But yeah, thank you all so much for taking time out of your day to join. I really do appreciate it. I will maybe, I'm not sure, I might do an impromptu live stream before Wednesday. We'll see. Just sort of see how the day how the days go and just take it from there. But yeah, thank you so much again. I really appreciate it. It's been a pleasure chatting as always. And yeah, I will speak to you all again really soon. Lots of love.